What's going on, world? Another episode of the Professionals Real Estate Investing Podcast. I got my G over here. Who?
Rocky.
Rocky, my man. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, just had to bring you on because me and you, we hook up a lot when we get some time off and we get to talk about real estate investing and everything. Just want to let the world know who you was and everything and who you are, who could you be. But what made you get into real estate investing?
Oh man, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that on the way here. It was a lot of things. A lot of things. Just try to not work for someone else, work for myself,
Oh, definitely true.
and I just build for the future. I wanted my money to work for I wanted my money to work for me versus for someone else.
Exactly.
Oh my God, I think the biggest thing for me was like my future, because I have a wife and kids now.
Yes.
So before it was like investing, it's more like grinding, making money, be able to buy what I want kind of stuff. Now it's what can I leave my family? And I had money saved up and 401ks and stuff like that, but it wasn't doing nothing.
No, just sitting there.
And when the 2008 market crashed and Bitcoin and all that stuff jumped up, I'm like, dude, I stumbled upon a podcast. I stumbled upon a podcast. It was like, what do you do with your money?
Yes.
You have a 50K, 100K in your big cap. It's literally losing money with inflation every year. I was like, it hit me so hard because I'm like, they're right. Gas prices were $3, $4, $5, and I was like, dude, gas prices are going crazy. But my money was just sitting there doing nothing, and I stumbled upon. First of all, I stumbled upon stock market. Oh yeah, put your money in the stock market because I have a 401k, so that's basically what I was doing already.
Yeah.
Put your money in the stock market, you can make money this way. Did all the data work and everything. I did okay, but then I lost money. Then I did okay, then I lost money. But that, the money that I made, hard working money was gone. I was like, I might as well go to the casino.
Exactly, right? Yeah, I'm gonna bet all this.
Yeah. So I started looking into real estate. Real estate was more substantial. It was a foundation. You can't just take the money out. Someone can't take it from you. It builds. It was just so many different avenues of wealth with real estate, with appreciation. Someone else basically paying your bill for you, cash flow and stuff like that. So I was like, let's try
That's
that to build that foundation for the future for my kids and my retirement. That was the biggest thing.
That's good because that's how the wealthy do it nowadays. Is real estate is like the number one uh, investment. Overall, the number one investment is yourself.
Yeah.
But then with helping with real estate, oh man, that makes life so much better.
Oh, so much. Yeah. I don't think there's one billionaire or millionaire that doesn't have something in real estate. So they all got real estate somewhere.
All the time. And it was crazy, like the way with me and you, how me and you met. We worked at the same place, and then I remember you was new, and I was talking to some about real estate, and or we having a full fledged conversation, and you're like, hold on, how much time has gone by? We probably need to get back to work.
Vacations out.
Yeah, from that day on, man, me and we've always linked up every time.
Yeah, I heard you talking about real estate or something. That's when I started. You know what? This stock market thing working out. So I really started looking into real estate. And I heard you talking about it. And someone was like, "Oh, Tony's into that." I think it was Kate.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, Tony's into that." I'm like, "All right, cool."
Yeah.
And because a lot of people were into it, right?
Yes.
But it wasn't that you were into it. It was like when I met you, it was like, "This is my guy."
Yeah.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I ain't trying to be here right now.
Right.
He was like, "Hey, my boy." I was like, "Oh yeah, this is my guy." So yeah, your enthusiasm, your personality. Coupled with the fact that you're into real estate and you're doing it.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh heck yeah, this is the guy I can build a relationship with.
It's good, and that was just a great connection because real estate, I eat, live it, breathe it, 24/7. I was watching something today with real estate. Every day before I go to bed, I'm really reading about real estate because it's an engine that's so strong. I think of it as the world because as I've always said, God's not making any more land. He's not making any more dirt.
Yeah.
Someone needs a place to live.
Someone needs a place to live, man.
Someone needs a place to live. Besides getting into real estate and us meeting up and everything, what can you tell somebody who's not really wanting, they don't know about much about real estate as to how they need to go about to get into real estate and find out what it's about? What are some avenues where they can find out information?
Honestly, it's out there. Google, YouTube,
Yeah.
these podcasts. Um, Even their neighbors will
Yes.
probably be like, look at your neighbors that are in retirement. They probably got some kind of investment.
Yes.
You know what? I think it all comes back down to the mindset. If they're really ready to look into it, because if you really want to get into something, if I want to learn today how to weld, there's books out there, there's videos and stuff. I'm gonna learn how to do it. I'm gonna learn how to do. I don't know what kind of equipment stuff like that. But if you're not ready to learn about it, you're not gonna learn about it. So I got friends that want to get real estate, and I told them like, oh, well, what are you trying to do? You trying to go multifamily? You trying to go single home stuff like that? And they had no idea what I was talking about as far as like multiple doors, multiple streams of income, passive.
What direction they want to go to?
Yeah, I was like, dude, I know you want to get into it, but what are you doing? What are you looking into?
Yes.
And then you can always throw out those big names like people that are doing it, like
Yes. Yes.
and then just sit them on that path kind of stuff. But like, it's out there. Like I said, YouTube. There's books. There's all kinds of support groups on Facebook and stuff that you want to get into, and websites and stuff. But I think it comes down to the mindset. If you really want to get to it, you have to really tell yourself like how far are you willing to go to
Yes.
get into it. Because just like your studio right here, man. Oh yeah, I'm doing a podcast, but some people got their phone. They're doing it off their phone.
They can start.
They got no mics, they got no cameras, they got no background, they got no merch. When you're doing it, you do it. So same thing with the real estate trying to get into it. You have to really get into it. The information's out there. If you can't find it, you're not. I'm sorry to say, you ain't looking enough.
Yeah, and I think too, you have to find the people who, not everyone's going to want to teach you, or not really. I say teach you, give you the proper advice.
Yeah,
it's hard. It's very hard nowadays. It's very hard nowadays to get that. Like you got to be careful because you don't want to be going down the wrong hole of. Hold on a second. Why am I ending up in this courthouse again?
Yeah, that reminds me. So I was talking. So the more I'm talking about real estate investing. Oh, why you work so much? I'm a coworker. Why you work so much? What you doing with the money? You investing there? You're paying your kids' college funds off or what? And there's one guy. He's like, I do real estate. I'm like, oh really? Oh my god. You gonna be my guy? Like, what do you do and all that stuff? And he's telling me there's certain ways you could go about it to where you don't have to pay your tax on it. You don't have to. You can get the lowest interest rate. You can get a conventional loan if you're saying that you're gonna rent it out when you live in it, or you're gonna live in it, but you're gonna actually rent it out. I'm like, all right, he's into it and he's doing it, but he's definitely not the guy I want to be into because, like you said, I ain't trying to end up in jail. I ain't trying to pay taxes. If you're gonna do it,
Exactly. All I see is in football, I see a whole bunch of penalty flags.
yeah. Before the kickoff even went, it's like, what you got flag for?
Yeah.
Too many fields.
Yeah, you got to be with the right person, the right mindset, definitely, because everybody's mindset is not the same. It takes a lot, but then when you think about it, you're just like, wait, if I just circle myself around the right people, with the right mindset as you, the right vision as you, it can go a long way.
And principles.
Yes,
and
exactly.
morals.
Yeah,
Because
principles.
this guy, he was, when we're talking and everything, it was all good until we started like, okay, like, how did you get that rental property? The interest rates are so high right now, and how'd you get that? And you didn't put that down, all this stuff. And he was just basically telling me the wrong way to go about it. You can get it, but you lie to the government, you lie to taxes, you lie to your loan officer, you lie to all kind of people. So his morals are different there. So that definitely put a little a damper on me hanging out with him anymore or talking about real estate. Because I'm trying to do it the right way.
Exactly. And world out there, I'm gonna let you know, we're not gonna direct you in the wrong way such as that. We're not trying to have nobody up in the courthouse and being sued and everything. And OG's always told me there's a right way of doing things and there's a wrong way of doing things. So I'm gonna take that.
I remember that dude told me that. I called you up like, hey man, you hear about this? I know what he's talking about, but what do you think about it? Don't do it. Don't do it. I was like, yeah, I ain't trying to do it. It's just crazy because you can always take the easy way out. There's always the easy way out. There's always like quick money kind of stuff. I'm trying to build like I said, like some legacy, something that's longevity, something that has a good moral foundation. I'm not trying to buy a slum house and just rent off to whoever can afford it kind of thing. So that's what I was trying to.
And I view too, the person who makes quick money, or that as quick as they get it, as quick as it can leave them
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
be away from them too.
Just like the stock market, oh man, I put some money into it. I made some money, but not as much to where I was like, oh my god, I'm rolling.
Yeah.
But I lost as quick as I made it too. And there was nothing telling me that I can do it again. I can do it again. I was like, nah, just not. Just
Yeah,
don't try it.
real estate, in my opinion, in a lot of people's opinion, people who have way more money than us put together, and like real estate,
Oh yeah.
that's exactly where it's at. And like I said, with the mindset, yeah, I view too. Also, what certain books I read a lot. I read all the time. There's certain books, and I find gems all the time. I even find gems in other people's podcasts. I'm not restricted to um, just the people who I talk to. There's some people out there that give a lot of beneficial information for people, and I be taking down notes because that's just it's just like if you good. I have to say, good people recognize good people,
Yeah.
and they're going to lead you the right way.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you said that on your podcast. I like that.
Yeah,
It's so true too.
yeah. So, what is going to be your next endeavor? Because I always view it as like with me probably starting a podcast, and I just want people to know other people out there with the professionalism in real estate and what path they want to take, and give advice to people out here in the world. What is your next avenue when it comes into real estate investing? Because I view it as even if you haven't started something, speak it into existence.
Mhm.
You speak it into existence, it's going to happen. It's going to take time. It's going to take effort. It's not going to be a real quick, but it's going to take time and effort. And keep it consistent.
Yeah.
You're going to go about it the right way. So, what is your next avenue? Is it multifamily, mobile homes, maybe getting a house to start off? Like, where in the line, where do you think you're going to start off at?
I think for me, doing this thing, doing it by myself. My wife has supported me and everything, but I do it for myself with my own income and my own business. Starting, I'm gonna go with just residential. 3 bedroom, 2 bath is where I would like to start, but I'm definitely open up to multi if it's
The right syndication?
Yeah, right syndication, or even if it's a duplex, fourplex, something like that. I'm trying to do a lot of research and read on like when you have that. Okay, you gotta do more tenants and everything. You got and like how does that work with moving in if you buy a multi, if you buy a fourplex and someone's already living in there, but you have to, when you buy it, they're probably under the the basic rate of what you would rent it out. So how do you knock on that door like, hey, I'm Rocky, I'm the new owner, and your new rent's gonna be.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like looking and things like that, because like single family homes, I pretty much got it as far as uh, you rent it to one person, family usually, and you deal with them. That's it. You pretty much they're paying for your home loan, taxes, and everything like that. And if you're lucky enough, you'll make things passive income off of that. So that's probably the easiest thing right now, and starting a business and using that home for deductions and things like that. I
Yeah,
think
tax benefits.
yeah, tax benefits and just getting into it, just starting. Uh, that's
Yeah.
my first investment.
Yeah, the first one, no matter if it's your first as to getting it your own or in a syndication or in a real estate, it's always going to be the hardest. But from that point on, it'll get smoother with time.
Yep.
It'll get smoother with time.
Do one, you can do another one, you can do another one, and slowly but surely. I was watching another podcast. You had a someone started off just like me, and they did so many residentials, and they got into fourplexes, duplexes, whatever, and then slowly it just started growing and growing. Now they got apartments. It's like it took years to build that foundation and the credit and all that good stuff, but it just takes time.
I tell people it's a marathon. It's not a 100-meter sprint.
That's right.
It's a marathon, and the more you're good at it, the better at it, the more knowledgeable you're gonna be for yourself and for others too. Yeah. So I was thinking of another thing too. Can't remember off the top of my head. It comes with real estate investing also. Oh, I remember now. I was watching this little this little video part. Do you view a house as an asset or a liability?
Depends. Am I living in it?
Say your own house.
If you're living in it, I see it as a liability
Okay.
because your value in the home is locked up unless you pull a key lock or something out of it.
Yes.
So like I bought a house right now 3 years ago, and I'm constantly putting money into it, and the value is appreciating. But until I sell it or take money out of it, it's almost like a money pit going into it, like a boat. Like you buy a boat and
Yes.
it keeps breaking down. You don't drive it nowhere. You don't go nowhere when it's winter time.
Yes.
When it's summertime, you throw money into it, fix it, get it ready, and you just do it all over again. You're not living on it or anything like that.
I was with you too, and then I think it depends on the person. One person, and just like what you said, they view it as a liability because there can be appreciation of value when you're putting into the house and everything. But then the other gentleman said he views it as an asset.
Yeah.
And the reason why he views it as an asset is because your mortgage is locked. Majority of the time, your mortgage is locked. Second, you have equity because the house, be the housing market or when you're adding on the house and everything.
Yeah.
But uh, with owning a house compared to, so if you own a house, you can do that. But say if you rent, say if you rent a house, your rents go up.
Yeah.
And I was just like, hold on a second. And I was like, oh my goodness. So say if you, like I said, if you rented out a house, I was thinking about this. When you rent out a house, you actually can provide by going having your rents up.
Yeah.
And growing equity at the same time. And
Yeah.
it's just okay. Just little strategies here and there that make me go.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get what he's trying to say.
It's little things that I hear every day because there's so much, like I said, there's so much to real estate.
Oh yeah.
So much to real estate. I can't wait to do the next podcast with my guy in the sub 2 because that sub 2 is amazing. It's amazing how it's done and like how anyone can do it. Like you don't need to have a degree or anything about it. You just need to know exactly what basically what real estate comes down. It comes down to numbers.
Yep.
Numbers. Do you want to buy the property or not? Is it going to make enough money for you to even keep?
Yep.
It's the things you have to weather the storm about. Plumbing. Plumbing is huge when it comes to homes. There's so much other stuff. So much landscape. How the landscape of the property is.
Rocks everywhere.
Exactly. You don't want you live just right off the cliff and then you get a bad storm that comes along and then before you know it, your house is just going straight down the street. Yeah. So yeah. But bro, man, I had to get you on here because we meet up all the time and everything when we have time and everything. And I like that. Start off with the house. And like I said, it'll keep on going. It'll go up. You have no other choice but to go up. My mom always used to tell me it's like when you're at the bottom, you're right there. You have no other choice but to look up.
Yep. That's it. Just gotta keep
meaning
moving.
You're not at the bottom, but it's a start. The start.
Yeah.
You have to start on solid ground, and then you just build yourself up.
And like, I was watching a lot of these videos too, and it's kind of you can buy a house, you can get into real estate without zero money kind of stuff, or zero experience. Like, you can if you know the right avenues.
Yes.
And the right things, but for me, I didn't start thinking about real estate until a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I met you, and I was like, oh my god! I started doing my own research and listening to podcasts and started looking at my own financials, and I was like, dude, why not get into it? Use it as a kind of a savings account, for retirement kind of thing and everything. But not a lot of people know the right ways to go about it or have a mindset at 20 years old. If you start investing at 20, I was doing at 20, I damn sure wasn't thinking about investing that money.
No, you wasn't even thinking about anything at that age. I definitely wasn't.
So just thinking about it now, oh man, now that I'm actually into it and thinking about it, my mindset's changed. And I started watching the right videos and talking to people and just trying to build that.
I'm glad you said the right videos too, because there's some videos out there, and I'm just like, what are they talking about?
Right videos, right people.
Yeah, this makes no sense of what they're talking about. Yeah. Another thing I was going to say also too is, just don't stop. Don't stop with it. It's a marathon. it's a marathon to deal with this with real estate investing. You got to be around the right people. You got to have the right circle. Um, it's just, and the thing about it is, overall, it'll help your family in the long run.
Yeah.
It will help you. It'll bring that generational wealth.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You don't have to concentrate on a 401k.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just not the way to go.
Yeah, my mindset over the years have really changed as far as I think you talked about too about college.
Yes.
And like trades and things like that. I was like, I think you guys talked about doctors and going into. I know a friend. A couple years ago, he got his doctor's degree and became a medical doctor. He had a wife and kids, and he's like, oh, I finally get to start paying off that loan, that student loan. I was like, dude, how much is student loan? His undergrad, pre-med, all that stuff, and he's $150K. I was like, that is crazy. Yeah, but I paid off a couple years on. That's amazing, right?
That is amazing that you can pay it off like fast.
Man, if you are able to take that money and throw it into real estate, buy a house, like a 250, 300K house, and drop 100K on each house, you would have 6, 7 houses, passive income coming in, and you'll probably be a lot more happier because you weren't grinding those 8 years doing that.
Oh, yeah.
But I think going back to what you were talking about the other podcast, if you want to get into that medical and take care of people and do that, awesome, that's great.
Yes.
But there is different avenues. I never thought I would. I never thought I'd be a nurse growing up. I always thought being a nurse was for smart people.
Mm-hmm.
And my grades spoke for itself in high school. I was like, I wasn't the smart kid. But
I wasn't either, especially not in English.
And then it wasn't until like I took school seriously, and I was like, oh, this is what I want to do, career, new job, kind of thing. So I did the nursing, and now I'm doing it, making good money. But now I always thought, oh, real estate's not for me. That's for smart people. That's for smart people that have money. And now that I'm thinking about it, you don't have to be smart to do it.
No, you don't.
And you ain't gotta have a lot of money.
No,
you do have to have some, right?
You don't.
And that's the part about it. You have to have some, but man, you don't need that much.
No, you don't.
If you really think about it, depending on what your goal is and stuff. But
exactly.
But man, so like now in the mindset, like I could probably do this too. And I've done my homework for the most part. Talked to the loan officers. I got my LC set up. I got some numbers set up. I got things paid down. So now I'm to the point where I need to save some money so I can have a down payment. Look at the loan situations, the interest rates, and buying points down, all that good stuff. And seeing if I can get a home that's gonna give me cash flow, or is it gonna just help me build my wealth for the long term. Because even if I am making $200, $300, $400 a month on cash flow, that person is paying almost $24,000 a year on the house that I'm building.
Yes.
Equity and stuff on.
Exactly.
So it's there.
Exactly.
It's
there.
Because I had money. I had the plus K sitting on the bank account for years, thinking I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Got money in the bank account. But I know that money is sitting there.
Exactly. And then that starts that ball rolling right there. That first one to the second one to the third one, and then you'll be dealing with bigger endeavors. Yeah, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit when it comes to that. Yeah. So that's it. We'll wrap this up real quick. And if anybody wants to get a hold of me, you go to professionalsrealestateinvesting.com. Looking for other people to interview, or you can catch me on the YouTube channel at The Professionalist 23. That 23 is for my man MJ. But we got another one down right here, Rocky. Glad you came through.
Yeah, man.
And it's a wrap. Peace.
Peace. That's funny.